Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. I'd also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto, we have Naruto and Bee coming into contact with Nagato and Itachi, and they're talking for a little bit like old friends and big brothers, and it's super adorable and I love it. And like there's a little bit of pride in Nagato's voice and just seeing Naruto and his development. I feel like Naruto at this point, between Bee, Itachi, and Nagato, even though he didn't really spend a lot of time with Itachi, and Itachi's had like his own thing going on, the whole situation just gives me like big brother vibes. Like all three of them are Naruto's big brothers, and they're like proud of him and also like, you know, making fun of him and picking on him, and well, at least Bee is. Maybe not making fun of him, but like poking at him. And the other two are just kind of like, you've accomplished a lot. Well, Nagato's like, you've accomplished a lot, I'm really proud of. And Itachi's like, well, what about this? Did you accomplish this? What happened about this? They have very different brother vibes, but very, at the same time, very big brother vibes. But anyway, they ran into each other. And then suddenly Kabuto's like, I found you. This has been my goal, to find you. And then if I have you, then Madara will be at my, bidding or whatever. Which I guess makes sense. I don't think he's going to get away with that. But, it makes sense. Because didn't Zetsu like follow him or attach some kind of spore? They know where he's going, or like gonna keep an eye on him, what he's doing. So I'm sure he's gonna disrupt, or maybe even Madara accounted for his betrayal and his plan. I don't really know. But they're like fighting because they have no control over their bodies. And Itachi, we got a little bit about like the power that he gave Naruto, which was the crow. I totally forgot he had him swallow it. So when it started coming out of his mouth, first of all, that was forever ago. And that was like right after Jiraiya's death. I just don't remember that. I don't. But, or maybe that was before Jiraiya's death. I don't recall. Anyway, it was around that time. A lot of stuff happened. Don't really remember that. But we find out about the power that Itachi gave to Naruto, his plan, what he's kind of was hoping and seeking. We still don't know what he said to Naruto. I have curiosities about that. I don't know if we're going to get to that, or if this is, in essence, what he talked to him about or what he told him. I don't know. But I'm hoping in this next episode it'll get resolved. I don't know if this is going to be one of those things that gets resolved in 2 episodes or if it's going to be multiple. I'm kind of hoping it's just going to be this one, but we'll see. Let's get into it. Now that I think about it, even though Kabuto's like controlling them, because he also has the Sage of the Sixth Path eyes, does that mean that what's-his-name can see him as well? Did he not get that from before? Which means he's not in control. Great. So how's he gonna break free?
No, wait, that's right! I forgot that I remembered he can absorb ninja!
I forgot that I remembered!
Just what are you trying to do to me now?
I'm going to have Ningendo extract their souls and kill them off. He'll hide their bodies and souls using the Chikokudo, bring them back to me, and then revive them.
And then they'll be on, I understand what he already knows. Kabuto, did you really expect him not to spy on you?
You're not gonna give me any answers, are you? How does that reviving jutsu work again? I can't remember it all! No way! It's like my soul is being yanked right out of me!
It is being yanked out of you!
I've got a bad feeling about this!
Okay, great. Anybody? Is he gonna figure out a way, or is somebody else gonna step in? I know they're gonna tell us, but like, there's no way his soul gets ripped out, right? He doesn't become a zombie. Is Naruto gonna be a zombie for the rest of the show? That would be interesting. Hashtag zombie life.
What did he summon? Fancy armor?
Octopods!
He's a puppet.
That's a lot of hands there in your jutsu. Tear through the air.
I'm grabbing his ghost by the mouth.
So this is the Susanoo. Man, what a show.
But he's not a puppet like Sasori was. So what is happening here? Or is there just more facets to his abilities that we didn't know about?
Now we're facing him directly instead of all of his corpse puppets. Both his power and moves are out of this world.
That doesn't...
That's right. There's that jutsu where he creates a planet to trap them.
He's gonna use this, but he doesn't really understand. I feel like Kabuto's gonna eat these words because he doesn't actually understand how his stuff works. I know that Kabuto understands a lot about people and their jutsus. That's why, you know, back in the tuning exams, he's able to give people so much information. Like, he is a very smart ninja in the fact that he can use information that way. But I feel like this is not gonna go how he wishes in the slightest.
I don't think I can aim well under these circumstances!
Don't worry about that. Because it will hit even if you don't aim at all. This tactic...
Right, because the gravity will pull it towards it. That's really smart.
You simply have to fight it.
Okay.
That was fast! Alright then!
I'm actually kind of liking this animation, probably because it feels like they're like surfing, you know?
Yasakapi!
Tail beast bomb.
Wind style! Rasen Shuriken!
Okay, but did they actually destroy it? Oh, there goes the neighborhood. AKA the trees. Again. So, does this mean he's free of the control?
The Totsuka blade, also known as the Sakegari blade, is a sword of sealing. It is said to trap and seal away those it pierces in a genjutsu world of drunken stupor for all eternity. The blade itself is imbued with sealing jutsu and is a variant of the
Okay, so they were able to seal Nagato. Okay, even though they don't have a sealing team there. Good, good, good.
Naruto, I shall go and return to our master's side. And from there, I'll continue to watch your story unfold. However, I'm afraid that the second volume was nothing but a failure. That one was me.
That's not fully true.
One that even master.
You had
could not
shortcomings, but that's because people tricked you. AKA Madara.
The success or failure of a series depends largely.
I was gonna say, he failed in ways, but like he succeeded in the end. Does that make sense?
Out of the failure of the middle volume, Naruto.
Big brother vibes. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready for that. That was too good. Oh, they got me. They really got me. That was really good. And I love that his response is just there's like no words needed. Just this does lead me to think, or at least ask, what Itachi's role throughout this is gonna be. Like, is he gonna continue like this? I have questions about it.
But Itachi can even hit targets in his blind spots with the Shuriken Jutsu. Even Nagato couldn't dodge them.
Ooh. See,
I
again.
have no choice. I'll just have to bring out my special reserve.
Okay, here's the thing. Really quickly, it's always concerning when they're not concerned. And two, is this the same thing that he showed Madara? Because I thought that it was the first Hokage, and now we know that that's not true. That he can't bring back the first Hokage or the fourth.
I leave Madara to the two of you.
We had to fight against one of those reanimated ninja on the way over here. The sand shinobi that were there with us sealed him away. But other than that, you can't kill them, okay? It seems that this is a perfect jutsu. You hear what I say? It has no weak spot, to my dismay.
Didn't I tell you this already? Every single jutsu has some kind of weak point. You just have to find it.
I wonder about that.
No way. I'm going to stop it. Just like I told you before. Leave the rest to me. I'll handle it.
I love that the crow is doing exactly what Naruto is doing.
Don't try to do everything by yourself. I have the best chance to stop the reanimation jutsu. And I've got an idea of how to do it.
Listen, I'm gonna put an end to this war all by myself.
Okay,
It's my
no, you're not.
responsibility. Got it?
That's not the type of thing that they were trying to do. They're not trying to put pressure on just you.
You just said everyone who cares about you helped you get where you are. If you forget about everyone else because you now have power, you'll become arrogant and egotistical. And eventually, you will become just like Madara.
I really like this lesson here.
However powerful you are, don't take it all on yourself. Because if you do, you will surely fail. Your father, Minato, was able to fulfill his duties as Hokage because your mother, Kushina, and his comrades were at his side.
I actually really like that.
Never forget your friends.
It's like the whole never forget where you came from. I can't. I can't with the hair flip. Hilarious. Gotta love it. Oh, Yamato. I hope they get him back, that poor guy. I love that even the senseis, he's considering his friends too. But they also, I guess, were a big part of how he came to be here. People that believe in him, even though, you know, sometimes people like Kiba give him a hard time. It's gonna end this way, isn't it? Showcasing all his friends. Aww. See, okay. That's how you know you're a good friend. If somebody who is absolutely in love with food offers you their food, then they care about you. Because if they don't, then it's not great. Or at least they might care about you, but they don't care about you enough to share their food. But Choji offered him a potato chip. That says volumes. Let me just say that. Also, I love that Konohamaru was included.
Do you know what you are to me?
You see, to me, you remain one of my most important students. Also, I think of you as my little brother.
Still gets me. Gonna tear up. I'm already tearing up, actually. Who am I kidding?
And besides, there's no reason for you to shoulder that burden alone.
Yeah, listen to Iruka.
You're right. I guess I just got caught up and forgot about that. I thought that I had to do it all alone.
Well, you are the child of prophecy. At least we're going to assume he's the child of prophecy. He doesn't have to be the only one.
Why did...
Shisui's eye won't work for another decade or so. So you wouldn't be able to use it against Sasuke.
Well, at least that
However,
answers my
You
question.
possess something that's even more powerful than his eye.
What?
You have the same soul as Shisui. And that is what he truly wanted to pass on.
Oh. See, this is why people like Donzo make me so upset. Because clearly this Shisui person wasn't like super rebellious or whatever, but he still took his eye for like all these silly reasons.
I tried to do everything myself too, and I failed. So this time, I will leave that task for a comrade to handle. You'll have to take care of Sasuke.
It seems you're not only a powerful shinobi, but a wise one too.
It's sad, the fate that he was handed. I feel like he could have been, I feel like he would have been a really cool, like really good teacher at the academy.
All right, Octopops. Let's do this.
Ready to go already? I thought he was like out of chakra. I don't know, maybe this conversation lasted longer than I thought. Time is an illusion when it comes to this show. I never know. Because this is still on like the same day, and it's been like at least 15 episodes, I feel. Okay, well, that was really fun. I like that it did in fact come to a conclusion when it comes to like Itachi and Naruto. We still, again, don't know what he said, and I don't know, again, if that's something that it's just implied here, or if they actually said it. I don't know. But I'm glad that Nagato, you know, gets to rest in peace. That poor child needs rest. He deserves it. But I'm still glad that he gave Naruto the last bit of like convincing words. And even though he considers himself a failure, in some ways, I guess I understand that. But I feel like in the end, he was successful by passing on, in a way, like, yes, Jiraiya was mostly like the driving force behind it, but him too believing in Naruto and choosing to put his faith in him and like restoring the village was in its own right a victory and a success. So I don't feel like, yes, he failed in many ways, and I don't think it's that necessarily that he failed to uphold Jiraiya's word. I feel like, you know, sometimes life things happen and you fall into a hole and you make bad decisions. But I think in the end, he realized that he wasn't the child of prophecy and that he should entrust the vision of Jiraiya to a future generation. So in that way, I think he was a success. So it makes me sad that he was a little down on himself, but I'm glad that he was able to speak again to Naruto and just reassure and reaffirm Naruto that he's on the right path. I also appreciate that, you know, in a Itachi in a way is finally getting to act of his own accord, away from the Akatsuki, away from, you know, this zombie thing. He's finally getting to be himself in a way. It feels that way to me. I don't know for sure, but it feels that way to me. And I'm glad that he got to tell Naruto some really strong words of wisdom because, again, I said it just now, but I really feel like he would have been a really great teacher. Like, I love Iruka. Obviously, Iruka is number one, but I feel like Itachi would have been a really wise person to like teach, to pass on such words such as that. Just, really good. And I'm hoping, I'm really curious, again, he's going to go out there and like handle all the sealing of these things and people, but I'm curious. One, what are people going to say? Well, obviously they'll probably realize that he's a zombie, but what are they going to say when, one, he's fighting for them? And two, is there going to be like a Sasuke Itachi thing? Because I feel like maybe that's wrong. I feel like that's almost necessary. I feel like this would be necessary. Itachi, I feel like he can't leave until he gets to talk to Sasuke again. I feel like that would be closure for him after everything that he's been through. But at least I know for sure now. I know you guys have been kind of saying it, But still, I never truly always want to believe what Madara says because I feel like half the things that come out of his mouth are a lie. So I'm glad that we finally know that in fact it is true. And that just puts my mind at ease a little bit. I still feel like Madara is lying probably about some things, but I'll deal with that sort of when I get there. In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow my journey. I don't know where we're going to go from here. And until next time, bye.